Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back. So, another part of the ukulele project. Well, I decided to cut off a bunch of extra length on the neck because it was like the length of an actual guitar. In fact, it was the exact scale length to my SG and my Chord X2 guitar. Anyhow, so we chopped off about 6 inches and cut into the wood in order to mount a new heel there. So I had to take out some of the walnut, and no big deal. So I've laminated some other walnut pieces on. I actually made the heel actually smaller this time because, this one was fine. It was a little on the overkill side. But I figured, well, this thing has to go as close as I can to scale of an actual baritone uke. So I think we've pretty much got it there now. If I'm over, it's not by much. Now, I still got to shape the heel on this. And I've got my fretboard cut to the length that I'm going to need it at, and still having overhang past the neck and onto the body. And I've got all the fret slots all cut out now. That was actually quite fun and interesting. I actually used a couple of, these are X-Acto saws. And you got a short profile and a long one. Well, one's thicker than the other, so start out skinny and then thicken it up, and then they're the perfect width to hammer the frets into my fretboard with, because the frets that I have, the thickness of the tang, works absolutely beautiful. So that's great. I have decided I am definitely going to make my own nut, saddle, and bridge. I actually have plastic material for the nut. And I'm not sure what I'm going to do with the saddle yet. I haven't quite decided on that. And of course, I got to make the bridge. Now, I do have the body glued together now. And you'll see there's this pencil mark here that's all squared out. Well, directly underneath that in the same spot is actually a reinforcement plate for the bridge. Because not only am I going to glue it down, I'm also going to screw it in place too at the same time. This way, it'll never come off. I'll never have to worry about it. But just 2 screws to hold the bridge in with glue, and we're good to go. The sound hole is actually 3-inch, which I have mentioned in the previous videos. And judging by the width of the fretboards normally, my fretboard is still a little bit wider than a regular baritone uke, but not by much. But this extra sized sound hole now gives me more options for pickups, because there is a pickup system you can get that goes in the sound hole, and you can access with your finger into the sound hole the volume and tone control. So I could actually go with that style, or I could go with the original style I was going to. So now I have a couple of choices to think about, but I still have final sanding to do on the body for the finish shaping and getting everything else leveled out. So I'm going to be working on that for the rest of the day, and hopefully be able to get the fretboard also glued on to the neck today. That would be awesome. And then I still have to drill the holes for the machine heads, but before I do that, I want to get the fretboard on there. And then once the fretboard's on, I can actually start finishing the sanding profile and do the rest of what I need to do. But I like the idea of taking the dark walnut stain. It's actually a gel coat stain, or gel stain. So it's not liquidy, it's kind of like a creamy type stain, and it lays on really nice and just makes that walnut really pop. Now I'm not going to be doing anything on the neck with that, even on the heel joint, so I am going to be more than likely varithane the neck to protect the wood, so that'll make this walnut pop against the cherry. Yeah, that's pretty cool. So it's going to have some nice contrast. Now the walnut that's on the body here, along with the birch plywood top and bottom, I'm kind of at a crossroads where, do I just varithane it and let the natural wood against the walnut pop with varithane, or do I just, walnut stain the whole darn thing? I haven't decided yet, but I guess we're going to find out when I know, because you'll know. So anyways, that's it for this update. See you soon on the next one, and hopefully we have this neck fretted by then and some more progress done. So thanks for watching, and if you haven't seen the other videos on this project, check out parts 1, 2, and 3. I believe this one would be part 4, but either way, check them all out and see how I've done this as we go along. Thanks.